And by some miracle of God, we are back at it again. I think that I may have a problem, or correction, I may have a solution. Oddly speaking, very oddly speaking, the what's his name? The experience of GW2 PvP, for me specifically, is much more enjoyable when I'm streaming. Maybe that is because I'm constantly partially distracted, because, well, I have wonderful you, who is just going to yap into my ear, or correction, into my eyes, because I'm reading what your incredible wisdom has created, and therefore my own thoughts are not, are not as focused on suffering as I usually am when I stream alone. Oh, sorry, not stream, play alone, because loneliness is kind of not good for your mental. Those are bad. I thought somebody fell from the sky. Please, no more meme swarm. Oh, my brother in crust, does this look to you like meme swarm? Oh, don't worry. My mental stability and security is good enough that I no longer need that emotional crutch. But there is going to be one more video about meme swarm at least, because I'm still willing to shit talk its traits and mechanic a little more before we're completely done with the bullshit on the video side, but I don't plan specifically streaming it for far more in the foreseeable future. I will stop myself from this sacrifice in blood, sweat, tears and other fluids. Well, as a warrior, you're sworn to meme. Yes. But there is a difference between posting shit and shit posting. You know. Not everything has the same, let's say, staying power. Not everything has the same message, the same gravitas. Okay, that would be a correct term. Like, picture this. Consider the difference between Queen Jenna's and Isgaren's feet pics. One of them is much more iconic of a concept. One of them is worth pursuing. And it's not Queen Jenna's, those are fucking vanilla as hell. And also, I don't know if you know, if you logged into the game recently, you probably know that, but Ariane decided that we should all be blessed with a way to underline all of our terrible, terrible dogshit jokes. Like this. I don't know, man, you got me confused. That meme was too deep. Yes. Yes. The purpose of a meme and the idea. You know the saying, you can kill the man, but you cannot kill the idea. And the idea of a meme, of a good shitpost, is the concept of Icarus. You need to fly so high that when you fall, You will burrow straight down through the crust of Earth, deep to the hell itself. And that's how deep your meme is meant to be. Essentially, we're just trying to do like a hell dive, but actual hell dive, straight to hell, and we're taking super shotgun with us and we're shooting Satan in the face. Because that's based. And speaking of hell, our queue just popped. Crabface, a true philosopher. Grisu? There is a certain... okay. There is a certain fallacy to your concept. Because you see, philosophy is from Greek, translated. Loving of the wisdom. Or love of science. Possible. Could be both. The translation is a little finicky. But what you must understand, that I do not love wisdom. In quite, I love and embody the stupidity. The difference is, and the fact of a matter is that... We're cutting it too close. Oof, I almost did not notice that it somehow was switched to Blades 1. Wisdom, intelligence, stupidity, and lack of common sense are not the opposites. They embody the horseshoe theory, when the ends of the spectrum meet. And meet not like my meet or I show meet, that they connect with each other. Because the intelligence and stupidity, they are the Ouroboros. They consume each other to create the never-ending cycle. Sounds like Avatar of Low IQ. The Apostle of Stupidity is the scientific term. Also known as the Apostle of Cringe. Why Unga Bunga Man won't wig? Because the only way to protect yourself from the receding hairline is at the cost of someone else. It is to conquer and take someone else's hairline for your selfish purpose. Very bad moment for a sip of coffee. Behold, cringe. I'm cooked. I am cooked, chat. It is not good. I was warned. I was warned. Warned of this very political spectrum shit. Ouch. Okay, that. Ah. You got too whimsical, I can't. A skill issue. The great cringe bender. Now you're starting. You see, this is yet another fallacy, yet another thing that we need to understand. The contagious cretinism. I made that extremely, intelligent, in quotations, whimsical trademark tirade, and now everyone in chat is chiming in. This is the theory of contagious cretinism in progress, at work, and you can just watch and witness and befall to it. The beauty. And I might need to contact a professional about it. Okay, you have been upgrading my show, upgraded my shower podcast. You have too much love for your good old, not old enough actually, borderline syndrome level looking ass motherfucker. Maybe I'm too whimsical and that's why we're losing this game. But hey, I have to start somewhere. The beginnings are humble. We're the actual literal nobody. Or even nothing. But we will get there. And there is here. Somewhere here. And this gentleman is, unfortunately... Okay, it turned out south. You know, the suddenly very gay music shit. It is my experience right now. And my experience went from suddenly very gay to suddenly very dead. Hold on. I'm forgettable? I seem to be. Forgettable indeed. Dog on a different plane of existence. Got tanked the hit for his master. And now he went invisible again. I feel cheated. As a matter of fact, I do. I love 1500 units range. It is extremely... like... when enemy just connects to you through Starling and applies damage from other continent, it does kind of feel like bullshit. And, being the person who bullshits everyone every time, I might be an authority to be considered in this situation. I'm afraid we should not connect with that man. Because unfortunately the only homoerotic bonanza that can come out from our conjoined time together on side note is very non-beneficial to me specifically. Because in the world of, well, where the dog eats dog, where to peg or to be pegged against Condi Berserker, like, there is this saying, like, don't wrestle the pig in the mud, because you will both end up covered in mud, but pig is going to enjoy the process. Oh no, speaking of pig, we have a paragon. Starts with P, ends with N, might be pig as well. Okay. We have to piss off. Unfortunately, they are... Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Once again, we have been befueled, bamboozled, and I would say even outsmarted. Which is not hard to outsmart me. Because, as I said previously, I pioneer not in smarts.
Your enemy has the gate.
I am the apostle of the stupid, fighting for the rights of the brainless. I am the brain damage one. Sir, you will run out of invulnerabilities eventually. And when you will, I am going to touch you. The wiggly tickler approaches. Mesmers be like, I have an entire life in front of me. No, bro.
You control
The tickler approaches. We control the gate. Let me touch you, you pig. If the dumbass didn't teleport away, he would be up. And we would be winning this. I mean, we still might do.
Your enemy has the gate.
We might not, because... How long can I stay and defend? Not long enough, I'm afraid. This guy. Damn it! If I just landed a hit on him. Okay. Back to the normal fallacy. What do we do now? How do we stop what's inevitable? The answer might be... The answer might surprise you. I am... Sir? I am going to commit heinous crimes against the population of New Orleans. Am I forgettable? I am forgettable. Show up, show up.
Your enemy has the temple now. You control the gate. Your enemy has the gate. You've got the temple. Eat my dust.
That's gay. Why is invisibility in this game?
Your enemy sees the altar.
Don't let them forget you? No, 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 no. You don't know how the grift works. Make them forget you, and then punish them for forgetting you. That's how we roll.
Your enemy has the gate.
That's how we do it. As now they have forgotten me, for 0.5 microseconds. And now, as we've paired the plan, I will make them regret that. Just need the bro to concede the point. Bro. Concede the point, I said. Concede the fucking point. Thank you.
Tranquility has appeared. You control the gate.
Thank you. Now... And now... we begin the process called profit. Shit.
Your enemy has the temple now. You've captured the altar.
Where's enemy Mesmer? Enemy Mesmer is over here. The motherfucker. How dare you be invisible? That's wrong. You don't do that. That's evil. Don't be invisible. If we just protect the points, if we don't let them get thing.
Captured the altar. Almost there. You have all 3 points.
Somehow.
Them at all costs. Your team is victorious.
As you see, my devious plan. The plan being, don't get feasted by the Kondizarka. It succeeded. You see, this is the proof of my intellectual superiority. Or, better yet, inferiority, because that's a bigger word. I believe it's longer by like 0.5 letters. So it's bigger, therefore stronger. But only when you translate it into Polish, then into German, then into Spanish, then back into German, and then into English. Because that way, you get a completely different word that has completely different meaning. And that's the trick. And now that we have acquired this thing called positive win rate in recent 10 games, we can start pretending like the whole concept is good and that we're not getting completely carried by teammates. You don't see that, but I am now smiling deviously, and you, because you must be informed, I will be informing you that I am in fact smiling deviously. So bunker sustains tower cap? Not really. Because there is a difference between bunker sustain and playing a tanky build. What you're trying to do as a bunker build is to deny the enemy their agency, and what you're trying to do with a tanky build is to secure your own agency in a fight. Because the point of bunker build is I cannot die and cannot be moved. Therefore, your attempts at killing me or moving me are futile. And for tanky build, the idea is it is hard to kill me and I am trying to kill you. So you have a problem. That's the difference, essentially. And that difference is a very crucial one. very necessary to understand. Fat builds are not wrong. The builds which are trying to make the game less interactive are the problem. And that's this main distinguishing feature between just tanky builds and bunker builds. That's why Double Mace Spellbreaker is not a bunker build, for example, despite it being very fat, literally. Maybe not literally, but in terms of health bar. It is still a build that is trying to murder you. And when it's trying to murder you, which, digressing, there is an interesting connotation between word murder and word merde. As if you tried to claim that murdering people is shit. And it is kind of shit behavior, if you think about it. Fighting against Willbender might be a little interesting. I'm so like genuinely happy that we see more Willbenders and with time and less Luminaries, because Willbender is genuinely more fun to fight. Oh, you're bear still. You are a thirsty lad. Okay, why I did not spin there? I'm pretty sure I inputted the damned, what's his name? Greatsword 3 there. Move. The one where you just go, as the name suggests. In fact, doing move, you go, and I'm sounding more and more like a monkey. But that's what PvP does to him. I cannot say motherfucker because I do not. As a matter of fact, I don't fuck. Neither with this shit or in general, unfortunately. Look at him. So proud of his skedaddlement. And we're having another shitter coming up. Because why not? Oh.
Your enemy has the temple now. You control the gate.
Okay. That's it? That I didn't want warrior to be in PvP? Happens. This is such life. Life is a life. Ain't wanting warrior in PvP is truly tragic. The class should in fact be disabled. Because if the class was disabled, then the players wouldn't have to be disabled in its place. Do you catch my drift? Are you stepping in what I'm shitting?
Stillness has appeared.
Good luck. I'm afraid you will not be getting that. I'm sorry. No. It just doesn't work. And here we have this thing called a guardian in its natural habitat, ruining fun for everyone else.
Your enemy has the temple now. You've got the temple.
I'm afraid that our friends may be getting impatient. Hey, that's how we got them. That's how we got our friends.
Your enemy sees the altar.
I fell. I am skilled, buddy. As I said, I am skilled. Very. You piece of shit! Cancel Paragon! Remove that spec from the game. Please. I know it's core skill, I don't care. Just want Paragon out of the game. You're to Guild Wars towards squatters' rights are for free accommodable housing. Hmm.
You control the gate.
I need a switch. Okay, this is somewhat of a positive situation for us if we just manage to hold this situation and delay the cap of this for as long as we can. It's going to be good. And I can do it for quite a while because I'm a fat pig. I just need someone to help me with it. A little bit. Not exactly like this, but sort of like this.
Your enemy sees the altar.
Have another one of these. One of these. Not close enough to the paradigm shift, but we're delaying everything. We're delaying everything. We have 50 more points. Now we just have to honestly let them cap that and just prepare for the counter cap of the points and shit.
The enemy has all 3 points. Get them back.
Can I? No, I can't.
Captured the altar.
They can't. They can stop them from going to other places, which would be good.
You've captured the altar.
Okay. Game. I believe something happened here. Ah. I had no point doing that. Unless... Oh, that's Luminary. Okay. There is point doing that. We're fat and powerful. And he's not, okay. Never mind. I was wrong. He's the stereotype of Luminary, not an actual Luminary.
Your enemy has the temple now.
Where do you think you're going, bro? Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. But here is my great sword. So die, maybe. Decap, 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 decap. Shit. Why are paragons like this? Please decapped, 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 decapped. So, cap, cap, cap. Cap. Short for captain. That's why we cap the points. Because it's our signature move. And no shit, we fucked up on the displays department. Oh, if we decap that, we will be set up for at least a moment. And then we will be looking forward towards the... Do we have this? No, we don't. Sad. No, he let me cap it. Let's go. Damn.
Tranquility has appeared. You've got the temple.
What did he...
The enemy has all 3 points.
Oh, come on! Ah. You win some, you lose some. Unfortunate, but true. Unfortunately, just being unhinged is not good enough. You have to be unhinged and get carried. And when you, unfortunately, happen to get the teammates that are not going to carry you, you have to work And if you're fat and ugly and out of shape, and I am out of shape because I am a misshapen beast, then you will not walk. You will crawl. And when you crawl, you look kinda pathetic. But hey, climbing is just crawling vertically. So, we will crawl. And with the crawl, we will climb. And with the climb, we will ascend. And with ascension comes wisdom. And with wisdom comes apotheosis. And with that comes out of different strange words that I totally did not make up just right now as we speak. And that way, we will achieve our goal. What is our goal? I have no bloody idea, but we will achieve it nonetheless. I, as a matter of fact, am provably going insane. For a moment, I thought that I am funny, and the god punished me for my hubris. My lungs are back in their place. For now. For now. We will ascend when any reworks Blades 1. No. We need to have this thing called realistic life goals. We will ascend when Rapture comes and the god returns on Earth. That is more realistic than seeing a Blades 1 reworked. So let's stick with that. I would also settle for wiping out the Guardian population, but that's just a side activity. Just so everyone knows, for the sake of context and understanding, my hate for Guardian is purely performative and for comedic purposes only. But if I found wanted, let's keep it at that. Let's keep it beautifully performative and beautifully for comedic purposes. Because everything in life is better when it's performative and for comedic purposes. Ask any activists about their virtues and they will tell you exact same thing. That's why. That's why. Now I understand. My mind went into stasis and came out of it and now I understand why I am this much happier. Jesus Christ. I almost killed my My mouse. Are you alive? He's alive, okay. Now I understand why I'm happier when I'm streaming while PvPing than while I'm just PvPing. It's because I'm making up all this curious bullshit to entertain you all, and in the meantime I entertain myself. And like a golden retriever chasing the squirrel, when I try to lead someone else to happiness, I by accident lead myself. Is this third game in a row on the same map? Not that they complain, I like this map. It's kind of... It's like the Europe should be. Jokingly speaking, of course. Kinda white. So you think about it. Technically speaking, snowmen could be considered a hallmark of white supremacy. Like, it just fits. It literally fits, technically fits into like its own backwards logic. Because they technically can only be white. I mean, there can be yellow snow, but I'm yet to see a yellow snowman. Maybe that's a quest for all of you to find, like, let nature find a way. But also, they can only be made in specific parts of the world because they require a specific resource which can only be attained in those specific parts of the world. Because this thing called a snow, which is a, like, vegan standing for cocaine, by the way, the white powder stuff that grows outside, it's like naturally harvested cocaine. That thing's called snow, and it's beautiful. I mean, like cocaine, but you know what I mean. I should be speaking less about cocaine. I feel like I'm encroaching on someone's copyright. But well, me not being a rapper is kind of a hallmark of that. But coming back, as I said, snowmen can only be, unless you find a yellow one, white. Therefore, they are, by their own nature, exclusionary on basis of color. And considering that they are exclusionary on basis of color means that they must be, in some way, connected to the critical race theory and to, you know, the thing called evil white man racism, which is different from the evil black man racism, but like snowmen cannot be used to categorize evil black man racism because we don't have black snow. It could be, as I said, technically we have a yellow snow, but I'm afraid that people would not find this to be, you know, the yellow snowman to be appealing allegory. Still might be to somebody, you know. I do not kink shame in this situation, but if we're trying to connect two things which are not normally connected, because normal people don't connect things to racism, but still, just stay with me. I'm only being this unhinged because I love to be unhinged. And, you know, hinges are for people who put up doors. I'm not one of those people. Teammates, please. Thank you. And that's how we win in player versus player. We exploit small people's small behavior. That also sounded kind of hobbit-phobic. But nonetheless, is cold snowman. That is a concept. But as you mayhaps know, the coal has this property besides color, where
Stillness has appeared.
it doesn't glue itself to each other.
You control the
And if it doesn't glue itself to each other, then we have a problem. Because if it doesn't, I'm afraid that the inevitable thing called it doesn't work happens. And if that inevitable thing happens, then yeah, there might be a problem. I mean, you could decide to be hardcore and just straight up, like, carve a snowman out of, you know, the big coal. You know, the big coal that doesn't want you to know about the small coal and medium coal, and the fact that you can just burn the pellet instead of the coal. And you don't have to, like, work in the mines because children want to work in... because they yearn for the mines. And that essentially just a completely fucked up entire economy of the 18th century Europe. So, coming back around to the, what's his name, to our original, how the shite I am still in combat. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Like, I calmed down. I went to the emotional support cellar. Not cellar. Shit. Is it called cellar? Like... Yes, it's called cellar, because the thing above is the attic. So it must be the cellar. The potion cellar. So I went to the emotional support cellar, and I still was feeling very threatened by something. Might it be the mole people are at it again? Oh no! The New York situation. The tunnels. The secret tunnels. Under the mountain. I can't see. It might be a big issue for me going forward with the streaming, because it seems that my mind and my speech pattern operate independently from each other, so I just talk complete and utter bull monkery, not to say shittery, like, which does not seem to originate or have any bearing on what's in my mind. So when I say things, I hear them for the first time. And when I hear them for the first time, they sound hella funny. But that's good, because I find them funny and entertaining, and it's funny. But also there is a problem, because, you see, the part of the problem is the problem itself. If I say shit, and when I hear what I just said, it registers in my head for the first time, there is a big risk involved. Risk that I will say something unhinged enough for, you know, Twitch to take away from me my 2 viewers currently. Because I will say something, just not knowing I'm saying it. And it will spell disaster. If Luminary Elite is tense, why leap? It's time to ask the real questions. Because, as you see, do you remember the beautiful relic of Foregone Era, Mr. Crafty Ketchup? The creation that shaped the memes of the generation. created by Satan, if I recall correctly his true name. I called Dabs, which has shown a leap from above into a stance and into a proclamation of his sexuality. The I'm gay situation. This is what I perceive to be the inspiration for Luminary's elite stance. Leap from above and taking the stance, all combined together into one flawless motion. Been a while for a PvP stream. Yes, it's been a while. It's been a while indeed. Literally 24 hours since yesterday. Forgives 12. So the 13th guy is not being forgiven. Forgives 12. You can see me since almost entire week, every day at 6:15 p.m. here on YouTube and also on Twitch if you feel particularly evil that day. And until further notice, I will try to stream every single day until I can no longer keep up with the schedule, because I'm trying to work out something sort of a schedule and trying to like essentially marry the real life and the boring life together. Cap needs help. Cap is beyond help. Cap is unhinged. Real reason why Lumi's stance is leap because ain't it favorite child. Brother, have you seen Amalgam's stances? Solid state is a leap as well. I mean, he's technically also potentially the, Ainet's favorite child, because Ainet can just desocialize, project its own soul out of its body, and have two favorite childs at the same time, each one being more favorite than the other. Not every day, wherever you feel like it, or not. Forgives, for the last week, I have been here every day. I'm going full on ass Maclak in this streaming career. But I'm joking, of course, let's not talk it career, but I was here every day, and so far I'm planning to still be here every day. Because I'm extremely lonely in real life. You definitely need before end up the Tony Slap Waffle. Who the fuck is Tony Slap Waffle? It sounds like some it sounds like a name of Wild West criminal that you hear and you do not think it's serious business, and then you realize that he killed 30 men with a toothpick up his ass. I mean, and using said toothpick. You have the criminals called, for example, Billy the Kid. You have a guy called The Kid who was shooting people in the Wild West. Who comes up with those names? Honestly, yeah, please enlighten me. Who the shit is Tony Slapwaffle? It sounds like somebody who I should know about. Because if I don't, I don't know, Wiggly Tickler is going to get me something. This kind of business. Guild was YouTuber name. He was like you. What's with Guild Wars YouTubers and those strange names? Okay, I have a question. By being like me, do you mean he had terrible skill issue or he was unhinged? Much like in the military, you get your nickname for funny shit you did. I'm pretty sure that my nickname is not made after something funny. Unless somebody just looks... I mean, no, that actually checks out. What I see in the mirror is very funny. In like morbid kind of fashion, but funny. It's like, you know the dark humor? Not the dark humor like jokes about blacks, the actual dark humor, the one which is like you either have the reaction of Jesus Christ or you're laughing, like this kind of humor, which is kind of in specific way it's Christian, because you have this reaction of Jesus Christ. So it is, you know, pulling you closer to the Lord. If you think about it. But mayhaps you shouldn't. Upon further reflection, why the fuck are you watching me? Sometimes wonder, like... I probably should be cancelled. Like... somewhere. Not because I think I did something wrong, it's just... I'm this fucking stupid. Like, mentally and morbidly. I like how the... what's his name? 90% of these maps, in quotations, herbs, are just clams and shit. Look, another clam. Clam! I'm sapling. Unhinged is the new normal. As you see, the word normal, it does not mean normal. It seems like it, but it's only a ploy to pull you into the false sense of security. Because what normal means, the word, what it represents, is not normality as we understand it, but conformism, because it means, the word in quotations, normal, means being attributable to a certain pre-agreed upon, in quotations, norm, which means just fitting into the group. That's what is called normal. But it is fitting into the group on larger scale. Because, as you can see, if you are, for example, on a furcon, first of all, you should end your life. Second of all, if you are there and behave like a normal person, you will not be perceived as normal. You will be perceived as an anomaly in that space. But if you go out into the public in a attire fitting for Furcon and behaving like you would on a Furcon, you will be arrested by the authorities. And for a good reason. Because that would be the anomaly. That would be abnormal and probably a felony in the public space. This is why being normal is not understood as being normal. Wait, you not have glyph on gathering tools? I believe I don't. Because I had one set of gathering tools with a glyph with them, but I was making word completion with one of my alts, and I believe I put the equipment, gathering tools with the glyphs onto the alt which was making, yes. I put the equipment tools with the glyphs onto an alt on which I was making, doing the core area progression for the, what's his name? For legendaries, and I just didn't put them back. But hey, worrying about such a thing when in the Lord's day and age, year 2026, is not going to give us any more, like any better, let's say, future than we would with just, as the name suggests, not giving a singular flying or singular airborne, if you so fancy, fuck. The peace comes from within, specifically from the bladder. But when you understand this, that the peace cannot be attained through outside means, you will be free. And freedom, yes, it comes at a cost, but the cost is usually worth it. Like when you go and buy something you like. It comes at a cost, but the cost is usually worth it. Oh, I think I found a bug. Not in GW2. It's like, I'm watching on two different screens my chat, and in OBS I see message that I don't see in the app, essentially. Specifically, paid to kill. Okay, I understand why I don't see you on YouTube. Paid to kill 5440. Careful, you're taking too much based shit. That is truth, actually. And that might be, the paid to kill part, might be why I do not see your name on Le YouTube. Because Le YouTube is having a lot of these things called spasms and crybaby moments when they see anything like slightly edgy. Therefore, you need to think to yourself, whether do you want the edge and take the censorship to the chin, or if you want to just free yourself from the struggle. Both might be funny. Not as bad thing. I'm down with that you're saying. I'm down with what you're saying. Yes. But that is your freedom. To be down or to be up. To be atop or to be bottom. Both are good if you know what you're doing. Both are good if you accept what you are and what you want to become. But as I was saying previously, the coming back to the fallacy of normalcy. Being normal just means fitting into the group on the grander scale. Like, for example, if you have, let's say, a warrior main that is somewhat perceivable as happy, that warrior main will not fit into the group. Therefore, it will not be perceived as normal. And when it is not perceived as normal, it will be considered abnormal, and therefore not normal, and therefore wrong. And as you may have noticed, being perceived as abnormal, and therefore not normal, and therefore wrong, is not genuinely making you wrong, just making you perceived as wrong, which is a different than being wrong. Because the perception of you is not directly attributable to reality. Like, for example, you see this thief? You don't, but he is here. Or you see him, but he is not here. Or you don't see him, but he is still somehow here. And he didn't see that coming. That is the situation with perception. And as you see, now, I did this thing, this incredible thing, called strategic, diplomatic strategy. Strategic strategy. It is, I'm very eloquent, as you may see. What I did was a quick little mechanical outplay called lying. You see, I told this man that I enjoyed the fight, but I did not. I told him that so that he does not seek revenge, because I know that I live in constant fear. Thief mains terrify me, because they have an option to teleport directly up into my rectum and give me a prostate exam like I never had before. And this prospect terrifies me, because I know that they are not qualified medical personnel. But, yes, me perceiving them as non-qualified personnel might be wrong. I might be, in fact, just racist. I might be. You will never know. I mean, I probably am. After all, I am a warrior main. But that does not affect. That has no bearing on performance. Only on how things look. And how things look is only important when you're trying to shank the thing. Or shag the thing. In both situations, actually. You should honestly ask yourself more frequently, what is the difference between me trying to shank the thing and to shag the thing? You would be very surprised how often this difference is purely, and I mean purely, cosmetic. Look at him. He seems to be what we in professional field call tanky. But because I'm tanky as well, I do not fear the creeper. Or him. I do not him. And this is the power of my intellect. My intellect is the pristine, the most powerful blunt weapon in the game. Hello? Please don't invalidate my block. Thank you. I'm so glad, I'm so thankful. You actually made my day. You are the most polite, the most wonderful thief main I have met so far. You have given me a great honor. It was a joy not to be immediately cucked from everything I hoped for. Ooh! That skill. I believe we have not exchanged our pleasantries yet. At least not in a sense. Not in a way that matters. Sir? Will your thing time out? Oh shit! I believe I got. Duality of thief mains. We have the polite thief I like, and we have the impolite thief. This is very... You've
taken the graveyard.
That is very interesting. It's very interesting. Extremely interesting. There is a misconception I'm afraid players have with the word farm, to farm something or somebody. Because as you see, when you're trying to farm something, what you're doing is you are putting effort into making it grow, so you can benefit from it growing. I do not think that farming somebody in the context of actual farming makes sense in PvP gaming context. Because that wouldn't make sense, right? I must, unfortunately, obliterate your penis, good thief. I'm sorry, but the combat situation requires this. Politeness is a skin I got auto-modded. Deserved, I guess. Auto-modded? By who? Why auto-modded? What happened? I do not see. Is a bitch from the north? That got auto-modded? What do they have against female dog breeds? I saw this. I saw the CC, and yet I made an executive decision to fire into it. I know what this skill does. I know how it functions. I know what would be the consequence of me firing into it, and yet I made the decision of firing into it. I need to think more often about what I'm bringing upon myself. What scorn am I providing? Someone seemed to have decapped clothes. Who could have that possibly be? Polite thief. You may be hiding from me, but I have this strange feeling in my UI that is telling me that somebody is approaching. And now I'm just unhinged. If you didn't try, I would be disappointed. Like thief. Hi. Where did you go? Play with me. Ouch. meant to curveball that thing, I just didn't. Boom! That was evaded! Okay.
You lost the waterfall.
You can evade taxes, you can evade alimony, but you cannot evade my wrath. Come on.
You've captured the quarry.
There's this thing, I believe, thing called I don't know what it is. There was a thing I had in my mind, and the thing just stopped being in my mind. I'm afraid that I'm gonna make a... It's Alzheimer! I'm falling to my greatest enemy. That's German who keeps hiding my things. Alzheimer! I mean, it's kind of better than Schopenhauer, but...
You've taken the graveyard.
The enemy team, unfortunately, is falling to this neat trick called having double teeth. It is something that you need to proceed with caution. Because having two teeths means that you have two teeths. I know this incredibly difficult to grasp concept, but having a two thieves means that two slots in your team are dedicated to having thieves. And when you have two thieves, that means you cannot have other classes in the same slots. And if you don't have other classes in the same slots, you can have a problem. A problem called nobody in this team is capable of properly holding points. That said, I still got shagged in this situation. But what you must understand is that I got shagged once. But they got shagged the entire match. And that's how we win. By enemy team having bad team comp because matchmaking is doo-doo. This is where the skill in GW2 comes from. It's from persistence. Because if you are persistent enough, the thing called luck comes up very frequently. And if you if you are even more persistent, you will get friends who will be happy to carry your ass. And my ass feels light tonight. Now, 1 second. Allow me to open her Discord and scream at live form. What life form? Here, this life form. Scream! Life form is not screaming, not present in Discord. Yes, you are here.
Хорошо, капитан.
How do you
How are we
like
doing it? How are we
being
doing
the
it today?
example of persistence that I am trying to make?
I don't know how to respond to that. That is so outside what I expected as a first response.
Yes. You see, if you are persistent, then better player will show up eventually and carry your ass. And that's how I'm planning to climb tonight.
When's the better player showing up?
Definitely not me.
Hey, we swing in the wind and hope for the best, you know?
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Um,
So how hard do you want me to tank your LP today?
how hard can you?
Capitan. Can't whisper to me like that. Very dangerous indeed.
We passed
Good
the
to know,
point of
sir.
danger. We are flossing our teeth with landmines tonight.
Oh, you know, metal ripcord starters. We're ready for it.
Windmill of friendship.
That depends. What shape does the windmill make?
The shape of a windmill. Like, I am genuinely just standing on a windmill. It was...
Are you spinning with it?
no, unfortunately. It has decided to dissociate from me and it is just phasing through me. And I seem
Sounds like a
unfazed
skill
by that.
issue. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a very big skill issue on your side.
The biggest. For my skill issue is bigger than yours.
Shit, I wasn't ready for this competition.
Skill issue measuring contest.
Hold on, let me just hit an eviscerate into a full full team comp. Oh. So, any words of wisdom, Zunsu?
My favorite
Before we
quote
have-
from Sun Tzu's Art of War is, "Don't believe everything you hear or see on the internet."
Shit. But people wouldn't lie on the internet, though, would they? That'd be really messed up.
It's not called lies, it's called misinformation. The difference is that the
Alternate.
name is longer, and therefore it
Alternate.
sounds borderline scientific. It is not what it sounds like.
An alternate reality construct
Yes.
that they have decided to push for the sake of their agenda.
I wouldn't call it alternative reality construct, but alternative intelligence concept. It is possible. One sec. I got to turn on the light
Turn
in
on
my
the lights.
domain. Because my domain is getting dark. Like, technically speaking, if you extend, like, if you build out your house, that technically is a domain expansion.
Fuck you. You can't say that shit out loud.
But it is correct.
It is
It is-
correct, but fuck you. You can't say that shit out loud.
The only thing I can't say are the words that get me demonetized. And that it is very...
The dock's been captured.
how do I say this?
They've taken the bazaar from
It is not Kent that means Kent, it's Kent that means I want. It's polite gentleman's agreement, which I'm not planning to break. Because if I break this polite agreement, they will politely break my Nico kneecaps.
Well, that's what it's like when you borrow money from the mob, okay? It's not a good idea.
It's not a mob, it's an advertisement company. They
The statement
advertise
still
what they're
stands.
going to make to me if I don't pay up.
I think my statement stands.
It won't if I don't pay up. It will have to crawl.
your enemy took the archway.
Because it's hard to stand without kneecaps. I believe I can multi-want this guy. If he's alive after your... let's call
No,
it
he just...
incursion into his privacy.
fine.
And by privacy,
fine.
I mean asshole.
He just walks away because he can.
You made he's behind your domain and you expanded it.
Too bad the enemy team is doing that to our scoreboard.
It happens.
The dock's been captured.
As after all, you promised to tank my LP, and you are actively making that
True.
promise into fruition.
I should play Hammer Zerker just to tank it harder.
Not through your own hands, but... Hey, we are result-based order, aren't we? Petition
Yes,
to
sir.
make Headbutt a charge skill with 5 charges. If you use all 5, you explode.
Ah, even funnier though.
They should
What was
just
that
give
thing the other
Warrior
day?
like a Suicide Vest as a skill. You just prime it to explode and you just explode in 5 seconds. But
just put
because
NG down.
you can time it with the Endure Pain to not take damage. It would be so funny.
No, never mind.
Or did you kill somebody, or did somebody kill you?
Somebody killed me.
I need help.
It's also a terrible shame that I... Oh, no, never mind. Lumi. Never mind. Dying is okay.
They have 2 rangers, and it seems that 2 rangers are a bit too better than 2 warriors. I might be wrong though.
Nah, when you get peppered from 1.5k range, that's just a sign that you maybe should give up and consider other options. You know?
I am considering options I have. It's called Shieldmaster.
You know what, just for
Unfortunately,
that, I'm just gonna start playing
the
along with
Shieldmaster
power
does
build.
not work for the, you know, this thing called teammates.
Every
Oh.
enemy's dead.
I noticed that we have this, some sort of a plague that just makes people fall to the ground. Was the green thing making the floor slippery? Is that why
No
everyone
clue.
fell?
No clue, they just fell over. It was a very unfortunate situation.
I've fallen! And I can't get up! It's very interesting because I'm considered old in my life. And when I fall I don't get up. But it's not because of age, it's because I'm lazy fat fuck. Will you consider shooting me now, Ranger? Thank you. It was very kind from you. Now I will repay the kindness, and I will shoot you. I mean, it's not technically not shooting, but... You must understand.
Truly. At
Also,
the end
if
of the day,
we want
what
to be autistic medieval purity gentlemen, also known as cringe larpers, firing a bow is also not firing, it's... You're loosening an arrow, which is...
At the end of the day, we're throwing a rock, okay?
We're propelling a something.
Yes. Be that a chunk of metal towards your face, or be that a sharp stick against your
Yes,
face. We're
but,
throwing shit.
Firing something involves fire. You know, the thing that is known for this process called sometimes banning.
The dock's been
Yes, but
and
that is
for
also
other process
prior to
called,
the introduction of
yes.
firearms.
Yes, that's
Previously to that, it was just let loose.
exactly. So
How about it?
you were either like firing with something that didn't have fire, so they, you know, were not using the word fire to fire something that doesn't have fire, so it doesn't fire because it doesn't have fire. So, because to fire you need to fire, and to fire you need fire. That's a leap in logic, but I hope you can follow.
Your enemy took
No.
the archway.
These crayons are really tasty.
Aim for the bushes. But what I was trying to say is that letting loose or loosening is also not exactly the best possible term for it, because what letting loose implies is doing what I do after 15 margaritas in the bar.
Yes,
Being
but it also
fired
depends
upon by 2 rangers just feels like a beach in Normandy. And not beach as a space next to the ocean, just that kind of a beach. Like the one which people you call their son as an insult.
Oh, never mind.
Isn't it? It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Evoker decided that my horizontal life is forfeit. My stupid sexy chud life was offensive to him. Or her.
Just cut it short.
Or it.
Yes.
The time cutting it short feels very like something that happened earlier in my life. Because after all, there needs to be some law behind it being so short. If there is no law, then the pain was in vain.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I will!
No,
No,
Lumi
keep this,
doesn't. Lose it.
Jesus Christ!
It's fine. Ports over a wall into a full damage combo that literally forces you to burn.
I'm afraid that
every
was not a
defensive.
wall.
Doesn't matter.
It was something worse. It was open space. Even worse than a wall. Who could have thought of that? Imagining crossing open space. Ugh. There had to be something in my coffee, like... There had to be something. Would you be so kind and perish?
Shit.
Not you, the enemy. I believe that's important distinction that we need right now. I kinda need you to not perish. Oh shit. I believe you're too deep in the process.
Yes. I tried to attack a Mesmer for approximately 15 seconds. A very fruitless endeavor.
Tragic mistake.
A very fruitless endeavor.
I'm afraid that you are capable of attacking something, but like literally everything older than the Mesmer.
It was a very fruitless decision at the end of the day.
It was an attempt. Let's put it this way, it was an attempt. And I'm just, like, now... standing here, slowly realizing...
You realize?
Yes. I'm afraid this Mesmer did not realize.
No.
Can I do this? I can. With it, I can do this. No, I cannot.
Nope, never mind. Oh, thank fuck. Oh.
Like, zoink, Scoop, there's another one.
I saw you trying to use 100 blades. A very
Yeah.
unfortunate choice.
Yes, but what you don't know is that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 skills that give me temporary complete damage immunity, which means that when I press 100 blades, I don't immediately perish. That's amazing. Like that's like, that never happens in my life. I just open a can of tomatoes and explode.
And that would be a nice new ranged weapon. Tomato cans.
All they are. It's like this. It's one of the best throwable ordnance that you can have. Miko-chan, hello. Fuck him up, sister. You don't want to have a sister who looks like me. Everyone's going to laugh at you. But I can be the creature in your ceiling that you don't tell anyone about, out of fear that they're going to tell authorities about you holding up a homunculi. which is illegal in like half of the states. Windmill. Friendship. This is a great spot for the... what's his name? For starting the video. And then just sync the spin with the spin of the windmill. Would be great. Like actually manage to do that. Would be so funny. Do you think that the name trig is short for trigonometry?
Why do you ask?
Because I have a theory. A gay... no.
Yes, Your Honor, this one.
I believe it warrants. You did not saw it, but the stream saw it, and that's enough. I feel like so proud of myself in the worst way possible.
What did you do this time?
What did they do? They put a drum set on the gem store, and so now I can drop like terrible, hot garbage joke, pull out the drum set and go, badum. And everyone will hate me.
This is why we can't have nice things. Very
Exactly. This is the best addition they could make to this game. For pure shitposting purposes. It's like the best spent 300 gold since last time I spent gold.
What'd you spend gold on last? Oh, right, never mind.
Blackjack and hookers.
Yes, I didn't want to reveal that to the stream. It seemed rude.
It would be so... You know what would be funny? You know Etheric Anko? Like the biggest fuck you money thing in this game.
Yes.
It would be so fun if they made that. Just crafting and binding that to your account as a step in Guild Wars 2's Hall of Monuments.
That would be some of the most sadistic game design I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, but wouldn't that be funny?
Yes,
Batman?
but that's besides the point. That would be very fucking funny, but that's besides the point.
I like
The
that.
cruelty of that choice would be immeasurable.
I mean, yes, but like, what they should do to put in like a Guild Wars 2 Hall of Monuments would be make Etheric Anchor, go through like Chalice of Tears backwards. I love Chalice of Tears. It's like perfect name for perfect spot. It's like when she tells you, I know a spot, and she takes you to fucking Chalice of Tears.
I'd end the relationship immediately.
It's like a perfect date idea. Chalice of Tears together.
Chalice and chill.
Exactly. And like, go one Halloween event without killing a singular mob in the Mad King's Labyrinth. Just to make it even more sadistic for Guild Wars to play with this. Because they are extremely autistic with the labyrinth clear.
Dedicated. They're just very dedicated.
Yes,
Very dedicated.
but you know what Arena thinks about dedication. It's a way to hurt you.
Yes.
I'm starting to think about it. Like,
This ought to be good.
every second, my mind functions, and I analyze what the fuck is coming out of my mouth. Besides the drool, of course. I'm starting to question whether or not I was drinking today. I'm pretty positive I wasn't. But my verbiage and my level of happiness seem to disagree. And I don't know which to believe. I'm PvPing, oh yes, I'm PvPing, it's so good. So juicy. Matigo Hood? What the shit? Tasha? You okay? Or is my insanity contagious? I need to clear my throat out of something, because there's something there.
You're supposed to spit, not swallow. You know that, right?
Okay, I meant to mute myself for that, and I clicked something else. Okay, I'm okay. Okay. Question: what did I mute? What?
You did not mute.
I mute something. Yeah, I accidentally mute not the Discord nor stream. I muted the browser.
Also, we have one player with us that's just immediately going to go AFK. Just so you're aware.
Which one?
Yes.
Huh. That sounds like Spanish cuisine. How do you know they will go AFK?
Check the chat.
What's in the chat?
Lit Jose says, one warrior reroll or I AFK. Oh, it's Sanutska. He's back.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Yes, we're having a little positive outlook on the life. You sound like a cat vomiting. Thank you? I believe that's kind of a correct assumption.
Seize the altar.
Roblox more than I see my father.
I find it very unfortunate that Ritz can just port onto you.
Ritualist, yes. The Ritualist. The one which does... Okay. The Soul Beast is...
Your enemy has the gate.
Smackcot, thank you for the follow. I don't believe you've been on... Why are you multiplying? Why are you on both platforms at once? Was it because the cat vomit sound, or was it because something else? Because if it's because cat vomit sound, I'm going to do it again. No. I should... I should... I should go to the stream, isolate that sound, and make it like a follow announcement.
At vomit.mp4.
Yes. The cap vomit that MP4. will touch you, Elementalist. I will touch you. You cannot escape from being touched. For I am the Toucher. Imagine being named Margaret Thatcher. Like you touch people. And then you're surprised that Irish feel like they're touched. Should I see myself out? To be honest.
Yes. Yes, preferably. Out of a window, you know, 4th floor.
Oh, no. My neighbors from above will be surprised. They may not let me in, because they kind of don't like to be, partly because of the noises.
No, you don't.
Okay. Well, you just introduced him to being bold and brash and belonging in trash.
I can't hear you over this guy applying 35 condies immediately upon existing.
What condis? Watch me, my beautiful guild logo finisher. It is very gilded and has my logo on it. Sort of guild logo.
It's a very nice looking logo.
Yes. I stole it from the game itself. I stole it myself? Hello, would you want to talk about our Lord and Savior, Headbutt? He is indeed... appears to be Condi. As they all appear to be. Before
Yes,
they
well, why
one-shot
not
you
play...
with power
Yeah,
damage.
well, they still one-shot you with condi damage. That's how much condi they apply. And then they rotate into a 10k like power damage rotation anyway. Because all their shit deals so
I'm
much
afraid they
damage.
don't. At least he didn't. He seemed to do this thing that turtles often do when they fall and die. I believe that's how every turtle died. By dying. Death by death seemed to be very common. It almost seemed as if death was the main cause of death. They don't know.
He has
Might be on
burned his
drugs.
defensives.
You control the gate.
Oh, never mind. He pulled out another one. It's very unfortunate when they custom make something to immediately beat my damage.
You call it unfortunate, I call it a challenge.
Your enemy sees the altar.
Because I alone am the challenged one. And I dance on my own grave. For I alone am the challenged one.
You've got the temple.
Join me. And slaughter. Bonk. The perfect finish. Stylistic finish.
Never mind. Oh, never
Oh
mind.
look, he's down. Kick him while he's down. There seems to be
Oh,
an
no
amethyst.
vengi proc. No vengi proc.
Get the little one as well. Punch him. Punch him. Another person dies to my thingy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me chop you to pieces. Like Jerema once said. Berkaiser. It's a kind of cheese.
Love cheese, man.
You have all three.
Yes.
Hold them at all.
That's why we play such cheesy shit. Oh. I think I know why we have better win rates when we are playing together. The two of us.
Elaborate.
Because enemy team Like the matchmaking, what it's trying to do, it's trying to match the amount of players on both sides which have the same class and the same IQ. So we have more dumbasses and more warrior mains in enemy team.
Go!
This is actually what's something called strategy.
Incentives.
It's a clone. He's just playing Mesmer. Who is playing Mesmer? What is a clone?
I don't know.
Who
I
are
reflected
we?
one the other day and apparently made a clone of me.
Hmm.
And my armor looks fabulous when I use the greatsword thing.
Yes. The... what's his name? The combination of Mesmer's, like, reflects with the Mesmer projectiles which spawn clones is extremely funny. Like, I had situation where just Mesmer hit the thing, I reflected the thing, spawned a clone for myself, and Mesmer mowed the clone.
God, it feels so fucking good.
It's like... oh, those are the moments we live for. Mistform so lame, please remove Ainet. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. I have yet to find someone who can outsmart Bullet.
I yet to meet one who that smart Bullet.
Cry some more.
Go back to your mama.
Then you get backstabbed immediately. Feels bad.
Exactly. Much like just you're having a minimum of fun and immediately bad sex and French moment. I'm a word reward main, so it's a bit more annoying. Yes,
I'm so sorry.
my condolences. But, without sex this time, but, what have you not, perhaps, or maybe I'm wrong in assuming this, does Mist Form prevent falling damage?
Pretty sure it does, right?
I hope it doesn't, because it would be like hellish if it did. Because then you could just fight somebody over a cliff, and if you fall, just wahoo,
Bing bing wahoo!
to the bottom, and they couldn't follow you if they don't have the war gliding thing. Because you know,
I wish longbow was better for warrior.
unfortunately, as with everything in warrior, you have to employ some Warhammer orc logic and paint it green for it to be good. Because green is orc and orc is good. And that's why how you make things good on warrior. Paint them green.
Gorka morka, gorka morka.
It doesn't? It doesn't prevent falling damage. Good. That is something. As I say, something that is so-called light at the end of the tunnel. There are two types of lights at the end of the tunnel. One is entrance, Second is an angry man with a flashlight.
The fourth one ought to be, you know, the train coming out of the tunnel.
Yes, I believe we missed the third, but that is just a matter of life. But if it's a train, you will probably hear it before you will be very surprised. Because after all, there seems to be this pattern with trains where they are making noises, and the noises seem to be extremely noticeable. Or at least, in my case, they do. Though I might be driving them wrong. I mean, I technically am right driving them wrong, because if you drive a stolen vehicle, it is wrong as by a principle. But besides that, I meant incorrectly as pushing the wrong levers, you know, in the wrong speed. I mean, the wrong speed is a given if you manage to topple the thing because you drove too fast and derailed. But that's a conversation for a different occasion.
Yeah, it depends on who you're asking. It's always a conversation that's funny to have.
Yes, it is. But funny is one thing, compromising is the other.
Speaking of compromise, I'm pretty sure I can make a build that is absolutely fucking dog shit terrible.
That's not a
How bad do you
compromise,
think
that's a warrior.
True, but that's just core warrior longbow Condi build. That ought to be terrible enough.
It's not as bad as you think, unfortunately. That is one of the setups core warriors use to utilize bunker strategies. Fortunately, those bunker strategies were strongly nerfed most of the time, because first of all, they utilized staff, and second of all, now they utilize Paragon. And Paragon is a cock.
Yep, and staff got shit canned. Very unfortunate.
Yes. It is very sad that staff got essentially staffed by a Paragon, by Paragon's sins, and they nerfed staff, didn't nerf Paragon, and Paragon was still broken after the staff. And now it is still broken after the nerfs that they give him.
It's fine. We're gonna get more nerfs anyway, so it doesn't matter.
For once, I would welcome nerfs to Paragon specifically, because that would mean
but
they will not obliterate staff anymore.
They will continue to obliterate staff alongside of Paragon.
Broken dreams so grand. Sing of his final stand along with Carol's Rex.
You know what, fuck it. We're gonna play some support. Trying to do damage in this climate is fucking asinine.
Might be. Might also be that you're sick. You sound like you have, let's say, as if family forgot to bring you back from what's outside for the night.
I was ferociously fucked up by this turn's hay fever introduction. Birch is not something.
Yes.
Yeah, birch is not something you introduce lightly to someone.
Yes,
who's very allergic.
It seems that you were, as a matter of fact, fucked up by some son of a bitch, and you're not enjoying
the building immediately. Fucking immediately.
Escort this man away from the food.
Your Honor, escort this man to the ball smacker immediately.
Yeah.
Fucking immediately. Get his ass out of this lobby.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Hi, I'm unfortunate. Like, I'm sorry. It will happen again. This, I'm afraid that it is I today. It is I who will happen again. It was me all along.
Enemy capture the mansion.
Wow. I just thought to myself, like, you in Guild Wars universe, you would be, like, pristinely, what's his name? Royally
Christ, can I
shagged.
can I get CC'd some more? Oh no, I'd be dead, but that's just
No,
the
it's
way
like,
it goes.
knowing your life, like, your luck with everything that happens around you, you would just happen to be dating Sylvari.
God, they just puff one burst of spores in my face and I implode.
Just gets pollinated with a French kiss.
Man, I would be a plant fucker, wouldn't I?
I'm not... It's not that far from a motherfucker. So honestly, as ancient Romans used to say, pick your poison.
We go. And we go fast. Okay.
There's a lot of strange questions in, like, life. Like, for example, technically, is eating dick vegan? Or just vegans are not allowed?
I would say vegans are allowed. Holy shit. Yeah, I get it. Fuck. Chill.
I know that it's their, like, entire, the entire ideology, like, not called ideology, set of beliefs? Question mark, question mark. You might go far. Oh no, there's already someone going. It seems that great minds think alike. And because my mind is big, swollen from all the concussions, I am thinking like great minds. Or like grave mind from the Hollow. That's
Depends on the point
same
of view,
thing.
really. Please, 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 God, let me move.
I can do the funny. It's called... Oh no. They have a battle standard. I cannot do the funny.
That was ours.
It was ours. But it was
Yes.
you.
Yes.
There
I'm
are
running
two
support.
battle standards over here.
Yes. One is mine.
And the other one?
He missed.
The other one bites the dust.
Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust.
Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust.
I unfortunately can't do much here since our team literally does not have the damage. Because I'm usually
afraid.
the damage.
Yes. I'm afraid, yes. I'm afraid so. I'm afraid in general. But someone generates... Yeah, it's Paragon. They just have a Paragon.
Yeah,
Paragon
they
just
just have a Paragon
generates
in the middle of the
barrier. And like,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
watching the... Every damage number that they hit was against barrier. And we have a Blades 1 enthusiast. On Trebuchet. The siege damage class. Why would you do this to yourself? Or to me specifically? Don't do that, that's J. Even CJ. Like the one from... Abbreviating Sant Andreas is not something for the faint-hearted.
Nope, never mind.
Roder has the amount of mitigation that will surprise even the unsurprisable. Can I just walk in and spunk somebody?
No.
Apparently not.
Nope, never mind.
Apparently not.
Yep.
They have this thing called a Guardian. I will see myself out. Unfortunately. Out of this miserable existence. But hey. We win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose one. Such is... Am I illiterate? I love your videos, legend.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Where'd you get
have,
that shit from?
I have
Someone whispering
the,
shit to you?
yes, I have a good response.
Get better standards.
I love the way you kill me.
Hey,
Windmill captured.
can you help me with this?
I can make an attempt.
Fuck. The guard's
I
here.
unfortunately do
Pete.
not promise much.
Peter, the Guardian's here.
Yes. If we only had like a person whose entire personality and his, you know,
I can't hear you over getting chain stunned for 8 seconds.
I'm afraid so. That part was Necromancer's doing. I'm afraid that
Captured the mansion.
they don't have the thing with them. Please just, God damn it. Hi Cap,
very
would you remove
unfortunate.
100 blades from the warrior skillset and give it a rework? Tripod! Hello! Being named Tripod is kind of a flex. Yes, I
Some
would.
people are blessed like that.
Yes. It's like... How long is thy schlong? I won't tell, but they do call me a tripod. And then it's like the actual tripod from the War of the Worlds, or however it was called.
Mwah.
The thing with aliens. The other thing with aliens, other than alien, that is. Dum, dum, dum.
What the
Constantly
fuck? Where
miss
did
my
that come
shit.
from? He didn't cast the shield 5 to begin with.
Which one is the real one? Shade him Esme, killed him Esme. I got him!
He's gonna get up. He's gonna get up.
I know, just...
Vengi proc, very unfortunate.
I revel in his pain.
Captured the mansion.
You've been avenged.
Windmill captured.
Such a kind man.
Yes.
Also,
So-
remind me to never play core support again. Like, as much as I like the tactics straight line, my god, this thing does not hold up now.
It does not. It's like... Hopefully, the quality of... What's his name? Of next update will be high enough that I can, with... what's his name? With clear conscience, recommend people to buy Visions of Eternity. And then I can recommend you so you can play Paragon support instead and not have this terrible experience.
Honestly, though, Paragon just looks so boring, in my opinion.
Yes, it's just core, but if core was a cuck. Ah, yes, it's actually the correct terminology. Instead of core warrior, it's cuck warrior.
Very unfortunate set of circumstances.
Unfortunate, but true. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk. Just cap the mid, just cap the mid, just cap the mid.
Vengi.
Vengi? How did you get
Vengi.
Vengi?
They are focusing me every fight, dog.
I
And they
mean-
don't even need to focus me.
You are
I just
support.
I automatically fold immediately upon the
Yes.
slightest attention.
What's his name? Holds under pressure.
Woman talks to me once, immediately folds.
It's like an origami. And it's like-
Just folds in half.
Yes.
Spine shatters.
and she like looks with this shock and disbelief at like tiny paper crane that used to be your body. Real romantic house gamer. Like, I know it was posted earlier, but kind of good timing. No, I did not respond to tripod. Yes, tripod. I'm sorry, I was distracted by your massive implied penis. I'm a child, sorry.
Pee pee poo poo
But
joke funny.
yes, speaking of your question and not the sausage, yes, I would change 100 blades. And SNBTV, thank you for the follow. Slowly but surely, I am digging myself out of insignificance. I'm lying, I will remain insignificant. Like
I was about to
everyone.
fucking say.
Yes.
Don't you try to sell yourself like that.
Hey, a man can dream.
Ah,
worry.
true, unreal, actually.
There is a beauty in insignificance. But I can't say shit like, ArenaNet sucks ass, but sucks as well. And they will not kick me out of partner program. Because they cannot!
Still would have been funny if you got into the partner program.
Yes, I'm not on a partner program, so you cannot kick me off it, ArenaNet. You have no power over me.
Then again, if they let a... What was that guy called? Shadow Scale or whatever it was called? Cult of Personality guy?
I have no idea. It's like...
They did kick him out, but it's very funny that he got in the first place, you know?
Yes, doing background checks doesn't seem to be a good... What's his name? Strong side of the ArenaNet. So, how would you like to change 100 blades? I've been thinking about making it possible to use while moving and having a bit reflect while using it. Would it be too much? Depends what you're trying to do with it. Because if you really, really, really want 100 blades to be immobile, then you first need to make it turnable, and second, you need to give it a defensive component.
Honestly, they could just do it like... You know how Whirling Axes, seeing as Warrior's Whirling Axes is mobile and Ranger's isn't, Ranger just has an immediate dome of projectile destruction, that kind of defensive.
Yes.
Like, you need some serious defensive layering to make that even viable as an option.
Yes, but 100 blades is also an ability with extremely good uptime. So if you make that defense too strong, with the uptime on that ability, you may create an unkillable monster. So you need to find a middle ground. And the middle ground which I would propose would be, for example, just 100 blades giving you like 2 seconds of protection when you begin the cast.
I think that's way too little, but you know, you do you.
Yes, but it's a good beginning.
It's a good
Or,
beginning, but
what could also be funny, it could give you ages.
1 ages?
Yes, 1 ages. It would function in the same way, essentially, as projectile block if you have Shield Master. But then you would be also able to actively use it the same way you can use, for example, Counter Blow to crowd control. For example.
I don't know, it just looks too little too late at this point in time. Everything does everything.
Well, yes, but the power of incremental improvements is that if you put, for example, 1 stack of Aegis on 100 blades, 1 patch, it does not completely block you the option of changing your mind and deciding, okay, let's maybe make this thing move. Therefore, if we still wanted to like experiment and make the 100 blades let you move at least at walking speed, that singular Aegis there would not have to be removed. But if you
So it's not too
gave,
egregious.
yes, if you gave 100 blades something like full frontal block or something, then yes, that would have to be removed if you make it move.
I don't know. I'm in the camp of just removing it and replacing it with another option in general.
Yes, like the funny thing about greatswords, partially greatsword. Like, I forgot to put us in the queue. You need to remind me to put us into queue, and I was
I wasn't
supposed to.
paying. I wasn't paying
Yes.
attention. I was
And
eating ice cream, man.
also, you asked me to remind you to not play core support.
Thank you.
Yes, I remember like that because I care. Hmm.
Friends
Actually
don't
nice
make other
making-
friends play warrior core support.
Yes. Reach out to your friend. They might be playing core support warrior.
Sorry, you were about to say.
I mean, I was trying, meaning to read. That would be actually nice. It's possible to change directions, making it 50% faster, shorter time animation, and giving ages. That could be a way to pivot. Also, just replace 100 blades with a blade stone that does the same number of hits, or sort of arcing hit in front of you, but allows you to move. As I was trying to say...
That has been discussed
You know,
too.
you first, because I will talk for longer.
No, please.
One thing that is interesting about medieval greatsword swordsmanship, and also montante training, if you want to be more precise, it is that greatswords were, amongst other things, used for, let's call it, bodyguard purposes, because you could use large circular motions to create essentially impenetrable area of threat, and that is essentially the closest thing in historical real combat we had to the spin to win maneuver. It was just done with, spinning the sword and not your body. But we could pretty much make 100 blades into the closest equivalent of the triple spin arc divider and just make it like 5 spins instead of 3, and make it like a little less of a literal spin, so it looks little less amateurish, and it would be good, in my opinion.
Well, the suggestion most people have gone out with would be to just give it the arc divider animation, just make it so that it hits
Yes,
in a
that would be the
smaller
cheap
area with a
option.
with a less expanding, like it doesn't expand the area of effect. But as you spoke of earlier, greatswords were an area denial weapon. You use them straight up in combination with pikes.
Historically,
such.
so.
Yeah.
It depended. Because if you used a greatsword separately from pike formation, it was used essentially as area denial tool. Because what you would do against people with shorter reach weapons, you would just do those circular motions, often just standing above somebody who is curled up in a ball, and you would just prevent them ability to close in. Because if you're dealing with a blade the length of a man and you have puny little rapier or something, and especially if those were not trained swordsmen with proper gear, and there were brigands or bandits with shorter blades or daggers, then they are completely utterly fucked, and they can pretty much do nothing against trained montante swordsmen. This is the situation in which you would use greatsword as area denial tool. When you use it
you could also use the greatsword to create space in general as well.
Yes, but if you do it as you can't just create space by getting into somebody's face and denying the area closer to them, forcing them to move out of the area because, well, you're denying space around you, and you're doing this thing called moving forward. But when we use greatsword in tandem with pike formation, what we use greatsword as is a disruption tool not specifically area denial one, because the power of Greatsword in comparison to pike formation is that a pike as a weapon had the problem of not really being able to pivot one or other way. So if
No, of
pike
course.
was like dislodged from its position, which is pike as a stabby pokey weapon, Greatsword could just outfence multiple pikes and force them either to collide with the ground, where then the pikeman had to just dislodge the weapon and raise it back up, in which case it could just get, again, bonked down by the Greatsword. So Greatsword could just invalidate multiple pikes with quite a little effort, in comparison to what pikemen would have to do in this same situation. So in this case, Greatsword was used to invalidate enemies' offense or defense, because the pike is used for both. It's both a way to stab somebody at range of a pike, but also it's a threatening tool, which just is used to scare enemy away from the idea of employing them, like walking up to you and stabbing you in the face.
Honestly, I'm just thinking about the implementation for video game purposes, but then again, most video game purposes when it comes to greatswords just revolve around hunking steel.
Oh, don't remind me. Just, ugh.
Big chunky
Berserk did
greatsword.
irreparable damage to fantasy genre.
Well, no, the Berserk series in and of itself, everyone took aspirations from that, not understanding that Guts' way of fighting was a very alien one,
Yes.
much reminiscent to wielding a great axe like the Vikings did, Great Dane axes, but with a much greater blade area.
You may have misconstrued the closest equivalent of what Guts was using is Japanese war club Kanabo, which is also kind of fitting to the fact that author of Berserk manga has this thing called nationality, which could have inspired him. But the Kanabo as a war club was specifically used partly because it was used against rather, how do we call this, frail in stature warriors. Not because Japanese were bad warriors, it's just they were not the pierogi-fed Slavic motherfuckers that we have in Central Europe.
The Central European fighters were exceptionally large.
I wouldn't call them
but you
exceptionally
understand-
large, but large. And the cannibal as a thing, and with the proportions that we historically know, would be like enough, to decommission an opponent with a singular hit. There is this used for slightly comedic purposes glory kill in the game called Ledoom, which involves men called Ledoom Slayer doing a funny upwards hit, not upwards, hit from above, overhead, melee attack against Ledemon, which makes Ledemon's head just compress into the demon's chest. And that is the closest equivalent of what you would see if somebody got bakong with cannibal in the head in front of you. I have to leave you. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
There's
about it.
4
I'm
people there.
overextended.
The only support we have is a thief. And I have performance anxiety and we're losing close.
It's fine. I've overextended anyway.
Oh shit,
But you
pennies.
understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
In this situation, it's much more used as a very brute force weapon rather than a weapon of elegance and fencing.
Yes, Cannibal is this kind of weapon. It is an
Exactly.
ultimate smashing implement, and the way Guts uses his chunk of metal is very reminiscent of how Cannibal is meant to be used. The problem isn't with how the weapon is portrayed and how it's used. The problem is with attributing it to being a greatsword, because it's not a sword, not a greatsword. It's not even a bladed weapon. It is quite literally a stylized cannibal made from metal. Because cannibal is normally made in 90% of wood. It's just wood with extra steps. But if you make wood with extra steps, and instead of just, making it into what it is meant to be, you just decided to make it sword and to pretend that it is a sword. Then you just make a disservice to both weapons. Because
Yes, but it doesn't matter because in this case the rule of cool applies beyond anything else.
yes, but the cannibal is cool. And the it in on itself should be represented as what it is and celebrated as what it is. We don't need some comedic stand-in for it that larps as a greatsword. Because that's just reducing both weapons to lower versions of themselves.
I ran out. I did not have Vengi Perok.
Happens. I had to do the terrible thing of working. Is the warrioring going well? It is... with a bit bumps and bruises, but it does serve its purpose.
I should have picked Ranger.
The current ranger fighting over here is thinking the opposite thing, actually.
Yes, but then again, that's just him not, standing at range where he should be.
Which is a comedic thinking about Spec who wins against Warrior in melee. We should, really just pray to God that the thief decides that Far is closer than he thinks. Because
Yes.
that would genuinely be the... I almost accidentally drew a swastika. Please, thief, notice. Notice Far Senpai. Notice Far Senpai.
Maybe I should put down the Nuki Dookie build.
The only thing that's wrong,
Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
either with build or yourself, is that... What's his name? You seem to have terrible luck when it comes to plant fecal matter. And now you just, redeemed yourself with 2 fast, simple motions.
Yes, but that's because he got caught out immediately playing to a very poor way.
I mean, yes.
It's a bit rough that I have to play into enemy's skill issue to, be able to play a build. But it is
Aren't
what
we
it is.
all?
True.
Isn't it just the warrior way? Where's a skill issue, there's a way.
Also,
yes.
why is it always the Black Sylvaris everywhere?
Because, there is this thing called cringe LARPing.
I suppose.
Wow.
I suppose,
That
but
was
every time, like,
not...
most of them I see are just Schwarz.
Yes, that's... You know... Because a Schwarz human in this game does not look... What's his name? As Schwarz, as
What?
Schwarz Silvari. So they Schwarz maxing, playing the other species. It's, you know, like... If you want to be racist but vegan,
I suppose.
okay. I keep forgetting that I can just get completely obliterated with no animation from the enemy. In this situation, I got hit by the necromancer off screen, which
Yes,
I was
you mean the
not
giant
anticipating.
fuck off AoE.
No, the Axe 2. The thing where he just connects Axe by Bluetooth to the back of your head and spins it. I'm coming close. I will be enough to take it from him.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to contest him.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to.
Ah, yes, and he just goes invisible. How very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Would be in our so-called...
Nice.
Yes, thank you. If you leave him here, he will die slower and leave love a little longer.
Very unfortunate that I just had to waste every piece of utility I had to kill this one fucking guy.
Leave love, lose. Happens. So-called life beckons. That's a Guardian.
Yeah. Guardian got.
I'm finishing. Which will
Nope, never mind.
It will not bring him up. It will not bring the necromancer back from the dead.
This fucking... Just a lot of stealth access for Ranger, just because they have one
nice.
pet equipped. One pet gives enough... fuck. I'm sorry, I'm just a salty bitch when it comes to stealth access. The stealth implementation this
Did
game
Ranger
is
just
very rough.
Bluetooth me through a rock?
Yes, he has been doing that all game.
It's very... So it's a little strange, but... What I call
Yes,
strange is not very strange. It's just a regular doctor. Oh, you got caught as well.
Yeah,
I am. And very fortunately, this seems to be this thing called a loss. But hey, it is just a
It is what it
minor
is.
setback. And...
It is what it is.
This is the first time I stopped myself today. Maybe for the better. Yes. The joke kind of wrote itself, but it
top
wrote
damage
itself like essentially as a setup for HR to dropkick me.
You say it like they need a reason to begin with. Also, the top damage for that entire game was
Yes.
250k.
We're expecting any positive changes from anything next week's patch, or more nerfs or whatever from pops into your head. Probably on the PvE related stuff. The patch the next week is, after all, mainly for the release of new content. So it is not exactly meant to convey a large mitosis.
No one's expecting anything.
It's not meant to convey large competitive significance. So the best we can expect is maybe a hotfix for something, and if it's hotfix for something, then they probably will just gently tap amalgam on the nuts, like gently.
I don't know. I'm expecting Paragon nerfs and staff nerfs.
Paragon nerfs are more likely, if so. But also the amalgam is probably more complained about because it's very oppressive. Sorry, oppressive, obnoxious.
It literally stat checks you.
Yes, it's like if you took the worst, the combined worst of Warrior, of both Paragon and Spellbreaker, and you just made it a singular class, and made the Spellbreaker part just AoE. That would be the current amalgam experience. Which one do you think is going to be next for Warrior? I have no clue. If I had to guess, I wouldn't be guessing that things are left. Main hand pistol, main hand scepter, focus, and shortbow. The shortbow and pistol are more likely, most likely, if we're going to get new weapon. Because scepter and what's his name, and focus would require a bit more stretches of imagination. They would have to make something interesting. If they go with like just like pistol, they can just make it pew pew. If they just make it shortbow, they can just make longbow but cringe, and like they don't have to do a lot. And we will still we will be complaining. And considering how they are creative with warrior weapons, like they were creative with spear by making a special mechanic for it.
The special mechanic was a damage fall off for a ranged weapon, and that did more damage the closer you got to the enemy.
Yes, that's what I was implying. I was trying to showcase how creative negatively they are. And they of course replaced the original, in quotations, mechanic with more damage. And they left intact-away, and then they nerfed the damage of the weapon in the next patch, invalidating the point of the, in quotations, mechanic. If it was like anything other than the more damage, we would have like some like if they made it apply conditions against first target, it would be nice, because we would at least have one more potential condition weapon. But we don't.
Just make pistol the Condi weapon in that case. Just main hand pistol, 900 range Condi application. Oh wait, that is literally word for word fucking NG pistol, ain't it?
Yes. What they could make warrior pistol into is a flare gun, so it could be both supportive and Condi.
That'd be fun. That'd be real fun.
Yes.
But you know what I think? In this situation, pistol is probably going to be some sort of melee weapon anyway, so it synergizes in with pistol offhand.
That would be extremely cringe, but
it's fine. Next update, they rework rifle into a shotgun.
They make spear melee.
Let's fucking go!
It would be so funny. I also see focus, but as a first weapon, punching the ground type of a deal. They would not do that. Making
that would
focus.
That would be too badass.
No. Making a weapon, like I'm not even trying to make a judgment here. Just taking a weapon. Current weapons, they have certain, like, let's say, guardrails put in place, which they cannot like really be strangled away from. Like this is why nobody uses, for example, one-handed sword in both hands. Like nobody does that because they cannot do that because the game is set up in that way. So they cannot make the focus a two-handed weapon or main-handed weapon. That's why every like class has the same main-handed, the same off-handed weapons, and like nobody gets exceptions. They would have to develop new tech, essentially. Maybe not like straight-up new tech, but still new, fresh code to make that idea into fruition.
It'd be so badass though if we got two focuses, main and offhand, and we could just use that to beat the fuck out of people with.
Yes, would be funny. Would probably be bad, like they would make the kit shit, but would be funny. House Gamer. Warrior Scepter basically doing John Wick with the pencil. Could be funny. But also the, what's his name? The Scepter is essentially just decorational mace, if you think about it. So... I'm making it a, in quotations, John Wick pencil maneuver is a bit of a stretch, but also a bit of a likely stretch. Did you avenge it?
Yes, I did.
That's a hammer. Ouch. I am a bit scary.
It's fine. You can't do things with the warrior hammer. It's just, in order to make this shit work, they would literally have to make like the primal and the regular burst just evade during the entire cast. Otherwise, you could never use this thing.
Which, yes. No, they could make, like, let's call it lesser evade, in quotations, which is just one stack of stability or one singular piece of aegis, so that you get a equivalent without going full throttle into the...
It's fine. If I can't have fun, no one's having fun. Fuck you.
Fuck me? Oh, that is fun. What do you mean? That is very fun. Speak like this to me.
Jesus Christ, I get it. Fuck, chill. Ah, he just teleported over a wall.
I won far. My superiority over Sasha was proven. Not like it had to be, but... Hello, Lifeform. Did you just... What happened?
I ran it. I beat my table because I literally don't have enough damage to finish one downed elementalist.
Watch this. Or don't. Honk. Weakness is such a fun thing.
It's fine.
With how it lasts forever.
You don't get to do damage. That's just the way it goes. I'm sorry, gamer.
I will be touching you, and you're too small to resist. That sounded hella wrong.
Please, just let me...
Like, I meant as an offhand weapon, you see utility or CC offhand, the focus, yeah? So like just, you hold a thing in your hand and you throw it at the enemy to address, no, not address, shit. How it was? Assert dominance, yes. I could see that happening.
3 people down. I fucking love hammers.
I heard that before from somebody.
I'm fucking coping. Leave me alone.
Just in different language. In our Polish, beautiful language, very polished.
Very polished language.
It was being debugged during what's name, Sarmancy days. They literally found every bad idea and used it. And that's how we came to the conclusion that we have no more bad ideas, therefore everything we do is correct. Because we used up all bad ideas. And then we still kept finding more bad ideas. I don't know. Futile attempts. I will now commit Le Immortale. And you will commit dying to my axe. My sword, my bow, and my axe. Axe body spray. And we seem to be running that pretty nice murder hole. Don't worry, I will do this thing called... You are up on your feet. Feet.
Oh, he just gets away from me. Very unfortunate.
You know the term feat of strength, yeah?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that Miyazaki has yet to use it in one of his creations. In the most literal meaning possible. I'm finishing, I will be faster than the Guardian.
Oh,
yes.
Let's go!
I am faster than the Guardian in finishing. Kind of, that's why I'm alone. But that's besides the point. This is just... You know how you have the... what's his name? Documentary about lemmings, but the dark truth is that lemmings are not jumping off the cliffs, so the your filming crew was just throwing them off.
Yeah.
Like, this is how it feels. When we're just being fed lemmings and we're throwing them off the cliff. And they cannot resist because they're tiny little cute fluffs of just, you know... Why is it actually? Like, the rodent meta is just being a tiny little meat potato with legs. It's kinda cute, but
well,
I don't understand
yes,
exactly
but the
why.
meta is you reproduce so fast, predators literally can't catch you all.
It's... No, I meant like the build. You know, the body is round. Kind of situation.
Yes, it's not the most optimized one, but it's the most optimized one for stealth and hiding. And for rodents, hiding is life, hiding is love.
Yes. It's like... It's kind of funny. No, maybe not funny. It's kind of cute, kind of opportunistic for me, possibly. That you can have a... what's his name? Not a plantation. It's not called plantation.
This is a very dangerous territory right now, Cap.
Damn it. You can have a herd of guinea pigs, and they can be, like, outdoors pets. Entire herd, yes. In Mediterranean... Or sorry, in mid-European or even Northern European climate. Because they are... guinea pigs are naturally... what's his name? Like mountain animals. So they handle winters pretty well. The only thing they need is a solid shelter for night. But that's pretty much the same as chickens. Like, you can have a herd of guinea pigs same way you have chickens. It requires a little bit of a different setup, but you can hold them in the same climate.
Yes, but chickens are far more viable for one reason.
The eggs. Yes,
Egg.
I agree. And also chickens are... if you think about chickens as miniature dinosaur, then you are correct. And chickens, comically speaking, will behave quite a lot like miniature dinosaur. So they will eat pests. For example, if you have problems with, for example, mice, the chickens will be automatically solving that problem. Because there is this like beautiful realization that chicken has when he sees mouse, sorry, singular, that will fit inside me, and then chicken proceeds to try that. And
People don't take into account that chickens are just velociraptors, just
yes,
very separated.
like God nerfed dinosaurs to the point where we can just have them as a source of food.
To be fair, if chickens were big enough, they'd 100% eat us.
Yes, like on big farms, you need to have like special blinders put on chickens sometimes to prevent them from cannibalizing themselves, like each other,
Yes.
because they are, they act indeed like velociraptors. Chat mitosis again. That's how the recruitment in Inquest happens. They don't recruit a new man. They just spawn a new.
Split motherfuckers via mitosis.
Yes, like
Kill rising.
So you've been here for 7 years, but you were born here?
the supremacy of Asuran race is the reproduction through mitosis. So even incels can have children.
Based.
Like imagine you have the like self-multiplying army of chulds. The infinite chulding paradox.
Infinite chud.
Yes. Unstoppable force. I just saw like a guy, like player with a name Geralt of Tyria, but in Polish.
In Polish? What would that be
Yes.
called in Polish?
Geralt z Tyrii. It's very similar. It's very, very similar when you think about it. Almost as if the name of a person, connector, and name of a place were kind of similar in multiple languages.
Man, what a coincidence.
Yes. Yes, it's a very convenient that Geralt is named the same in multiple languages.
Very practical.
Yes. He definitely thought of that when he chose his name.
True.
Imagine just like Sapkowski going, that will translate seamlessly into other languages. Yes. It's like... with a lack of forethought generally put into this series, it seems to be, what's his name? Comedic way of looking at it. Why that Necro is suffering much? You're bullying them.
Good. They
Huh?
deserve it.
We're bullying necromancers? No.
Last game, we were beating the
Yes.
shit out of a single necromancer that walked into the big AoE where we CC'd the shit out of everything that walked.
Yes, but, you know, we were kind of bullying everything that had legs. in this data situation, like including furniture. So I wouldn't specifically single out that Necro as the target of bullying.
Even then, he deserves it. Necromaniacs deserve bullying.
I mean, I believe that was the Tasura, which, like,
Yes.
Necromancer, Asura, like, it just not only deserves to be shoved into a locker, it also will fit. Like,
Good
Asura
chuckle to
being
bullying.
nerds is just, like, very, very convenient.
Funny.
Yes, because they're...
It's a comedically convenient thing.
Yeah, they're literally evolved to be more efficiently shoved into lockers. More of them will fit inside a singular locker. So like the
That's actually
shoving nerds into locker logistics are literally optimized by nature itself. You may not believe that, but that this is how peak performance looks like. Don't look at strength. There is no peak performance there.
You know what would be funny next patch?
Mm-hmm.
If they just gave aggressive onslaught stability as well to mimic the NG one. That'd be really funny.
It would be kind of funny.
It'd be
It would be
horrifically
kinda
overpowered.
sad.
Horrifically overpowered, but you know, very funny nonetheless.
Yes. Isn't Angie's thing also comically overpowered?
Yes. But if everyone's
no.
overpowered, no one's overpowered.
Yes, if everyone's overpowered, no one is.
The dead cock solution.
Me when I lie. Lie on the ground, defeated.
Oh, I thought
Stroking
you
my
meant
shit.
lie. Cease and desist immediately.
Is the
Your Honor,
anything
cancel his
chance?
balls privileges.
Because of video. Vegetable consultant is also saying me that they like my videos. Do they want to consult on my vegetable or? Oh, they're in an enemy team. Okay.
Veggie consultant, yes. Why is he walking?
You've secured the beer.
Good luck to you too. Vegetable consultant. En necromancer. There is a... Why does he look like Hassan? Look intentional or? Okay.
You've taken the market. The plaza is
Oh shit.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
Heal Hassan. Heal his ass.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. The
Can't do when I.
yes, that is very
Prove your worth and gain my favor.
let me call it feel
Oh, you cocksuckers!
Yeah, unfortunate. Of course, they had to arrive and one-shot everything. Please.
Yeah. I just don't like that Rev can just jump back and forth like that.
You yielded the fear.
As this is something Revs tend to do.
Yeah, still kind of fucked up.
I believe it's called revving up.
The fuck? Oh, so you just get back up. Alright, fair enough then.
You've lost the market.
The fuck? That hit him dead on. Fucking finally.
Are you me? I managed to I managed to cancel Plate Trail.
How?
I don't know how. I knew.
I'm coming to cancel the NG behind you.
Yes, he is over there. I believe that's information which might be beneficial to canceling him.
The plaza is
He ran off. I'm not gonna chase him.
Yes. You can look towards canceling Necromancer on close, but
Already on it.
I'll try to.
the market.
Not.
Oh, he just gets a fucking way again.
Yes. Better to kill this thing. I will pressure the creature so
Do it.
he can't.
I'm gonna keep the... Yeah, I'm gonna keep the warrior off here. Warrior gun. I'm rotating in on you.
Hello neighbor, kind of looking fucking gameplay. Oh, what would you do if there was a warrior right in front of you? God. Is this real?
Disengage from this fight.
Prove your worth and gain my
Bro is flabbergasted. Oh!
Jesus Christ, can I fucking hit the guy? Please! He's evading every second of the fight! Oh, you
Okay.
fucked up.
Speaking of fucked up. Spellbreaker got me good. I can't disrespect the ranger, it's just...
Oh my god, and he just gets back up. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fuck me.
I'm really not fit for PvP, I would have panic press everything 1 minute into the fight. 1 minute into the fight is quite a long time.
Gamer, we are 5 seconds in and I smashed my entire keyboard like a gorilla, broke this bitch in half.
Why are you coming back? You're evil.
Because he can. Because he can.
Yes. So he shouldn't. Why are you coming back? Like, you're not even... that's not even helping your team, just... Still... Yes, sir.
God, yeah, you could just shoot through terrain. Why the fuck not? Sure, why the fuck not? Shoot through terrain, who gives a shit?
You've lost the market.
Why is this just going through terrain? I don't get it.
You will.
Like, is the
Eventually, you will... The wisdom
Like,
will flow
Gale
into
shit-
you.
Is the Gale shit's projectiles just passing through terrain for you too? Like, I can't projectile block them.
Sometimes.
My arena
It just feels like it's...
gain my favor.
what's his name? Like it's deciding whether it's going to hit or not, and then it's placing the animation.
Christ.
Did he just got completely eviscerated?
Oh, I don't have enough damage. That is so unfortunate.
Dark Liberator is playing something that is adjacent to what you're doing. He just like
Who?
took somebody's behind for a spin.
The plaza is yours.
Oh, okay. Yep, sorry, gamer. I'm not helping you there.
Yes. Sorry. I was born for this. No, I was not. I revert to my primordial form of smudge.
God, please. Thank fuck. Okay.
There's still a taint on me.
My arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
I'm mid with you.
Yes, there is a
That's fine. Just LOS him.
lesson.
Yeah, you got a conduit going up on you too.
Yes, I can hold them both for a certain amount of time. Just
You got 3 people on you now.
My arena.
Coming
still,
towards you.
I have some time.
Gain my favor. The plaza is
We get this gentleman.
One down.
Sorry, I will tango with the Rango for a moment.
Alright.
I have still... Oh shit, they interrupted me out of the...
Yeah, I'm on my way.
They interrupted me out of my big important button. I know the butthead. Headbutt.
It's fine. Mace auto attack. Immediate win.
Rescue came just in time. Just to watch me come. Oh, hi Jahu. Is I your worst nightmare? Someone with mediocre reflex.
I am defending my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor. The plaza is lost. You've taken the market.
Good shit.
Yes. I will now go far. Because I believe I can be... I believe the ranger is starting to hate me.
My arena awaits.
Which I would be,
Starting to.
honestly,
Gain my favor.
kinda proud of. So-called big if true. So glad you decided to just concede the point for me. It was very nice of you.
Eat my dust.
You've secured the leader. Shake it off.
And he just gets back up. Fuck you.
You've taken the market.
Bro.
Oh, fuck, come on.
The plaza is lost.
This should just straight up not contest the points.
It shouldn't, but, you know.
You yielded the fear.
Finishing him.
Yeah, I got him. There's no way to...
Nice. Good job.
Nice. Well
Good
played.
job.
Your team is victorious.
It was a fitting
That
for
was a
a...
tight fight.
Ready
Yes.
arena.
And in goal 3, we end this stream. Because I will have to dip, and you will probably also have to dip. So,
Yeah, it's getting late.
yes.
It was lovely playing with you.
Yes, and it was lovely playing with you. So, I will excuse myself out of the voice chat. Thank you.
Mhm.
Come again. See you tomorrow next time.
Later, game.
Like everyone else. Good night. Have fun. And when it comes to us, the ASS that we are, I will quickly get that note, get into our holy sanctuary of Dead Warrior Grave, which is very funny indeed, extremely funny. I am having so much funny that I cannot comprehend the words to describe how funny it is. Goes this way, and we can almost see it. Found something. Distraction. Squirrel. Squirrel. Squirrel! And here we are. So, and just next to it. And... Ta-da-da! Oh, get a little bit. Put the grave in the frame. Maybe more, a little more. Good enough. And with this accent, with a big sign of gratitude to all the generous supporters, continuously considering my dubious quality content worth their money. We will dream for warrior buffs, as said, and we will welcome everyone else who has joined today, tomorrow at 6 p.m., 6:15 p.m. Central European Time. Like today, and like yesterday. So, all of you, have a great rest of your day. And... Wrap face.